every office holder, from local councilman all the way up to the President of the United States, is supposed to take an oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and they call upon Almighty God to witness what they say is truth. Do you really believe that they are doing that? Thank you very much for watching. I don't want to question office holder. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My last fourth example today is going to be about Charlemagne. In the year 800, he was crowned emperor by the Pope. He went down to Rome and he was crowned emperor. Well, what happened was, everybody says, sure, he wanted to be crowned emperor. You don't go down to Rome and get crowned emperor. And the people said he had to be going down there. He's all duked up in ceremonial robes and everything else. There is only one eyewitness, his biographer, Einhard. And Einhard said that he was so mad, Charlemagne was so mad, that had he known what was going to happen, he would not have gone to church that day, and it was Christmas. It's a big feast in the church. So he decided, in fact, Charlemagne figured that Einhard knew about it, so he banned him. He didn't kill him. He sent him off to the, he exiled him, you know, like 100 miles away from the capital city, and he was away from all that court life. And the point was, why would he be going to that ceremony? Well, in those days, Charlemagne and all these German kings, that's what Charlemagne was, a German, he was a Frank, and he would put his son in charge of a city or a territory. So he came down, he was going to have his son crowned King of Rome, to keep that area in order, because the Pope had just been physically assaulted and beat up and everything else. So he was going to restore order. His son was going to be in charge. Well, Charlemagne went duked up because his son was there. He's going to be crowned king of Rome. And how do you crown somebody and anoint him and everything? Well, they didn't crown him in those days. All they had to do was to say, "Hail Charlemagne, Emperor of the Romans." 3 times. "Hail Charlemagne, Emperor of the Romans." And after the 3rd time, he is then the crowned emperor. Now, you don't have a crown going on your head. You don't have to stop and start thinking, why is he putting a crown on my head? It's not like Napoleon. When the Pope tried to crown him as emperor, Napoleon took the crown out of the Pope's hand and put it on himself. He didn't want to have equal power with the Pope. And so Charlemagne wanted to be emperor, but he didn't want it from the Pope. He didn't want to be equal with the Pope. He wanted to be above the Pope. Now, the clincher to me, and this is the cute part, why wouldn't he want to be emperor? Because the empress over in Constantinople was pretty vicious. She was so nasty that when her 2 sons decided to take over, because after all, mom's getting old and we want to take over the power, she found out about it and she had their eyes poked out. Now, here comes Charlemagne. He knows he has provoked her. She could send some assassins to kill him off. And what does he do? He panicked. This vicious lady, what do you do with her? How do you placate her? Well, he proposed marriage to her. And of course, by this time, her marrying days are pretty well over. She's no longer a rosebud. And he decides to at least do that. So to me, it seems pretty sure that Charlemagne did not want to be emperor because he provoked her. And he had to watch over his shoulder for the rest of his life, because she might come over and kill him. But then she didn't want to kill the only suitor that was probably still around. So thank you very much for watching, and check out these things. The historical facts always say that he wanted to be emperor, and I think it's a bunch of baloney. Thank you very much.